shall reign on the earth. Then I heard the voice of many angels around the throne, and the living creatures and the elders. Their number was millions of millions, saying with a loud voice, "Worthy is the Lamb who was slain to receive power and strength and honor and glory." Then I watched as the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard one of the four living creatures say with a voice like thunder, "Come!" And I looked, and there was a white horse. Its rider held a bow, and a crown was given to him, and he came out conquering and to conquer. This rider represents conquest, but his nature can be interpreted as both divine justice and oppression. When he opened the second seal, I heard the second living creature say, "Come!" And out came another horse, bright red. Its rider was permitted to take peace from the earth so that people should slay one another, and he was given a great sword. This rider symbolizes war and bloodshed. When the Lamb opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, "Come!" I looked, and there before me was a black horse. Its rider was holding a pair of scales in his hand. This rider represents famine and scarcity, with the scales symbolizing the rationing and high cost of basic foodstuffs. When he opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth living creature say, "Come!" And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. Its rider's name was Death, and Hades followed him. And they were given power over a fourth of the earth to kill with sword, with famine, with pestilence, and by wild beasts of the earth. This rider personifies death in its various forms, followed by Hades, the place of the dead. When he opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of those who had been slain for the word of God and for the testimony they had. They cried out with a loud voice, saying, "How long, sovereign Lord, holy and true, until you judge and avenge our blood on those who dwell on the earth?" Then each of them was given a white robe, and they were told to rest a little while longer, until the number of their fellow servants and brothers, who were to be killed as they had been, was completed. I watched as he opened the sixth seal. There was a great earthquake. The sun turned black like sackcloth made of goat hair, the whole moon turned blood red, and the stars in the sky fell to earth as figs drop from a fig tree when shaken by a strong wind. The heavens receded like a scroll being rolled up, and every mountain and island was removed from its place. Then the kings of the earth, the princes, the generals, the rich, the mighty, and everyone else hid in caves and among the rocks of the mountains. They called to the mountains and the rocks, "Fall on us and hide us from the face of him who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of their wrath has come, and who can withstand it?" These seals reveal the progressive judgment of God upon the earth. The riders symbolize war, conquest, famine, and death, showing how human sin and rebellion bring destruction. The martyrs under the altar represent God's justice and his response to the persecution of his people. The sixth seal, with its cataclysms, announces the beginning of the final judgment, highlighting that creation itself will be convulsed before the wrath of God. Once again, I was taken in the Spirit to receive visions of future events. After the sixth seal, I saw 4 angels standing at the 4 corners of the earth, holding back the 4 winds, so that no wind would blow on the earth or the sea or any tree. These angels represent the containment of destruction until God's servants are sealed. Then I saw another angel coming up from the east, having the seal of the living God. He called out in a loud voice to the 4 angels, "Do not harm the land or the sea or the trees, until we put a seal on the foreheads of the servants of our God." And I heard the number of those sealed, 144,000 from all the tribes of the children of Israel. This number, 144,000, represents the completeness of the Jewish believers, symbolically whole and perfect. sealed for divine protection amid judgment. After this, I saw a great multitude that no one could count, from every nation, tribe, people, and language, standing before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed in white robes and holding palm branches in their hands. This multitude represents the redeemed Gentiles, indicating the universality of the salvation offered by Christ. And I asked the angel, "These in white robes, who are they, and where did they come from?" And he said, "These are they who have come out of the great tribulation. They have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb." Here, the white robes symbolize purity and redemption through Christ's sacrifice. These people have persevered through tribulation and have received the reward of being in God's presence. When the Lamb opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven for about half an hour. This solemn silence anticipates the gravity of the judgments to come. I saw the 7 angels who stand before God, and 7 trumpets were given to them. Another angel came and stood at the altar, holding a golden censer. He was given much incense to add to the prayers of all the saints on the golden altar before the throne. The smoke of the incense, together with the prayers of the saints, went up before God from the angel's hand. The incense symbolizes the prayers of the saints, showing that our petitions are precious before God and directly before his throne. The angel took the censer, filled it with fire from the altar, and hurled it to the earth, and there were peals of thunder, rumblings, flashes of lightning, and an earthquake. The 7 angels prepared